welcome to our first episode of the Christian Transparency podcast, Unfiltered Sisters. I'm Amber,
And I'm Emily.
and yeah, we're excited about this journey that we are taking. We are starting ourselves a podcast. So, Christian Transparency, kind of what that is about. We are two unapologetic Christians sold out for Christ. And we decided to make a podcast because we have a lot of deep and intimate conversations just about Christ and about our everyday life. And so we decided to, we want other people to hear this. And hear the things that we talk about, hear the encouragement, just hear the real raw transparency that we have and that we can bring to other people who may be going through, certain things or the same things that we go through in life. And so that's what we are here for. And so we're excited to be kicking this thing off. So this first episode is just going to be kind of like a introductory podcast, kind of like a get to know us. And so yeah, you got anything?
Sorry, I just burped. Yes. So having to remember to hold this mic up to my mouth because
Yeah,
sometimes I'm gonna be soft spoken, and I want you guys to be able to hear me. So yeah, like Sissy said, just a podcast, just being transparent. Um, we are gonna talk a lot about Christ on here, and just how we really just get through our day to day lives and just um all sorts of types of stuff. We
hmm,
did say we'd probably have like guest speakers and stuff to come on and just chit chat and talk with us. We're surrounded with like some really great people we have in our lives, and um we just often find ourselves talking about random stuff or doing silly stuff, but then we always relate it back to our faith and our walk
yeah,
with Jesus and
for
stuff
sure.
like that. And so we were like, you know what? Instead of us always just having these talks between one another, we definitely need to share the things that we're discussing because it can most definitely be our way of ministry and discipleship to other people who may not know Jesus and who may know Jesus, who just may want to learn more about
Yeah, for real.
Jesus and be able to see just two um, women who live a normal life every day,
Yep.
but we get through it with and by Jesus and loving God. And so um, I'm excited to see what this podcast has for us
Yeah.
in the future. Like Sissy said, this is our very first podcast. Just like an introduction and get to know us. So I'm the younger sister. We are sisters. Obviously, we are 7 years apart. I am 23 years old. Um, I recently graduated just last year from Troy University in Troy. Go
Go
Trojans!
Trojans.
And I graduated with a biomedical science degree, and I work as a chemist at a nuclear plant. And so, um, that's pretty much the
Mhm.
gist of everything. I have a 3-year-old French bulldog. His name is Barto, and he is my sweet little baby. I love him very much.
He is bad sometimes.
He is
Don't let her
bad
fool y'all.
sometimes. No, but he is a sweetheart. Um, and yeah, so that's pretty much it about me. I really don't do much. I love my friends. They're my lifelong friends now. I spend a lot of time with people that I met in college, and then people that there are a few people that I knew before I went to college, but I really just spend my time reading, spending time with them whenever I can. I like to travel to see them because we all have dispersed and like all live all over the place now. So I really find it important that you surround yourself with people who are intentional and um, believe in having intentional relationships as well. And then obviously that goes back into how to have intentional relationships. Well, what is your relationship with Christ, in my opinion?
Absolutely.
So that way you can foster and love on those people in the best way that
In the
benefits
correct
both
way.
of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that's just just about me. I'm sure y'all will learn more about me as we go throughout the journey of this podcast. But what about you, Sissy?
So yes, I'm the older sister. I'm Amber. I'm 30 years old. Birthday's in May. I just recently got married in September, so I'm a newlywed, and marriage life has been great so far. We've been together for 8 years now, so it's yes, marriage being married is new to us, but we've been together for for a while. We did not live together before we got married. Being a Christian, that is something that we stood strong on in our faith and in our walk with the Lord. So we waited till we got married to get married. I mean, to move in and live together.
To get married, we waited
We
to get
waited till we
married
got
till we
married to
got
get
married.
married. We waited till we got married to move in together. And I know that's very controversial, but points back to scripture
Yes.
as to why we did that. But anyways, yeah. So I'm newly married. I did not go to college. College was not for me. I did try to go for about 2 years, but it wasn't for me. I do work at a local retail company here where we live, and I am a women's buyer. I work on the inventory management team, and so I look at reports all day. I do get to buy clothes and women's jewelry and stuff like that, and so I thrive in that. I enjoy my job. I do one aspect that I do love about my job is that we are a faith-based company, and so we make sure that God is at the center of everything we do. And so that is something that I enjoy. I think that's something that, although we are still human, we're going to struggle, we're going to mess up. For us to be able to, start our day out in the Word of God and start our day out in prayer. That says a lot about the company that I work for, and so that's just a little bit about me. I do have a little side hobby that I like to do. I like to do photography on the side. It's not something that I can do a lot right now, just because of my corporate job. I do work Monday through Friday at normal 8 to 5 hours. So I do try to squeeze in a little bit of something for that on the weekends when I can. But I also like to give myself a little bit of rest. I've actually got some photos that I need to edit from some photos I took this past weekend, but we'll get to that when we get to it. But yeah, that's about it about me. We do have three Dobermans, one boy and two girls. They were actually my adopted kids, I feel like. So Jacob brought them along whenever we got married and we got our house. So yeah, that's about it about me. So like we said, we're just gonna do like a little get to know me introductory podcast for this one. And so we pulled up some questions, just some funny little questions on here that we're gonna try to answer. So this is a good one to start off with, and I'll let Emily go first with her answer. So it says, "What is your biggest pet peeve? What is your biggest pet peeve?"
Oh my goodness, this is kind of difficult because I feel like it depends on the situation and the person.
That
I feel
is
like
true.
every person does something that is a pet peeve to someone else, obviously.
Yeah.
But um I guess I could say so when I was in college, like I said, I met my lifelong friends towards the end and in the middle and obviously at the beginning as well. And so one of my good friends, she kind of brought this to the forefront of my mind in our little friend group. We'd always be having conversations. And she is the type of person where if a thought comes to her mind, she has to get it out. And so I didn't realize that that was something that I did, like interrupting the other person when they're talking just because you have to get that out until I moved back home. And me and my daddy and my sister would be talking, and my daddy is so bad about this. Like, you'll be saying something, and then he'll say something because that thought is in his mind and he needs to get it out. But you're sitting there talking over each other. So, I mean, I guess I wouldn't say it's a pet peeve, but I've become more aware of it.
Yeah.
So I know when I do it, and I'm more aware when other people do it because it's like you really can't hear what that person is saying. I get it if like the conversation's like cranked up a few notches and y'all are like getting into it and getting excited or whatever. But I guess that's something that I'm more aware of. So I really wouldn't say I have a pet peeve. Like I I'm just more aware of that specific thing that people do because everybody does it. But I guess that would be my quote unquote pet peeve.
I have a pet peeve, and it's funny because it's just funny. Okay, so y'all know when people are eating their food and you can hear all of the noises.
I'm
It
guilty
feels
of
like just
this.
every single noise that they make when they're chewing their food. Is that really a pet peeve, though? I think it is because it bothers me.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
isn't
a
that what
pet
a pet peeve
peeve.
is? Something that bothers you?
People chewing loudly.
But that's also like a phobia, isn't it?
I have
Isn't
no
that called
clue.
something like specific?
I'm sure it is, but I
I
don't.
think so. Well, That is one of mine. I don't know if that is my biggest one, but that is one of my pet peeves. Okay, let's see. What is your favorite movie of all?
She does.
Anytime one is on, I think my favorite Tyler Perry movie though is Diary of a Mad Black
And it
Woman
is. You
because
quote
I
that
can
all the
quote that
time.
thing without it being on the TV. I don't know. I love movies. I love watching TV. My favorite show I would say is The Golden Girls. Um,
I don't
Thank
have
you for being a
I don't
friend.
have a favorite show or a favorite movie because so y'all know right now on Instagram there are these little like add your whatever to this post going around like
Yes,
add your
yes.
or right now actually it's like 6 movies to get to know you or like 6 shows to get to know you and I have not done it because I can't do that. I can't narrow it down. Like I love so many movies, but I guess since it is Christmas season,
I was about to
um
say,
it is the Christmas season. So obviously my number one favorite Christmas movie is Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That is the best
absolutely.
Christmas movie. Number one, top tier, trumps all of the others.
Yeah, I love that movie too. I think that's a good one. Okay, let's see. Let's find another question. Um, let's see. Do, 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 do,
That first one,
do,
okay.
do.
So it says, what's
Oh, what's your favorite sandwich and where did you eat it? What is your favorite sandwich and where did you eat it? Man, am I a sandwich girl though?
all of my friends who know me, y'all know I'm a sandwich person. Even some of my coworkers, I've only been working there, what, almost a year now. And even they know that I'm a sandwich person. My favorite
Okay.
sandwich, my fixation sandwich, is always going to be, and I think you think you know what I'm going to say, but you don't.
What's your sandwich?
Guess.
Is it the pub sub?
No.
The Panera?
No.
Let me think. Jimmy John's? Cause you stopped liking Jimmy
I
John's.
okay, so I didn't stop liking Jimmy John's. I still like Jimmy John's. So I'm a fixator.
Yeah,
Once I like
big
something,
time.
I'm going to eat it. Like
Eat it
so
till she don't want it no more,
yeah,
y'all.
but this is one sandwich that I could never get tired of.
I didn't gave all my guesses.
A BLT.
Okay, okay.
Y'all
So we're talking like homemade
or
too,
any no, yeah, any
or
kind of
anywhere.
sandwich.
Okay, okay.
Which I also love breakfast. So
I
this is
like
the thing. I
BLTs.
can't just
Oh,
say
I
I
love
love a
breakfast
good
food.
because I love a good bacon, egg,
Breakfast
and cheese
sandwich. That's
sandwich or a
true.
bacon, egg, and cheese bagel. But a BLT, y'all, I made one homemade the other day
Mm.
for lunch. It
The
was so
best thing about
good.
making a sandwich homemade though is you can put as much bacon and stuff as you want on there.
As
You
much
know, if you go to a
whatever.
restaurant, they slim down on the bacon, and it's not always real bacon. They a lot of times they like to use that ready to
Ready
cook
to cook.
stuff, and it's
Which
not that
not
great.
hating on the ready to cook because if you cook it correctly,
That's
it
true.
can be really good. But
But we like real bacon.
real bacon is best.
All my bacon people out there, give us some comments.
Whoop, whoop.
I think my favorite sandwich, if we had to get it from a sandwich place, I love Firehouse Subs. Just the original honey ham sandwich, no tomatoes. I like tomatoes, but I don't want tomatoes on that sandwich. I don't like hot tomatoes.
I'm gonna be honest. I am a club girl. If I'm going somewhere and it's a sandwich place, I'm going to judge you based on your club because, in my opinion, it's really hard to mess up a club. It's a daggum club. And my favorite club to get is McAllister's
I was
Club
about to
with
say
that
that
honey
honey
mustard.
mustard. Oh,
Ooh, it is
absolutely.
so good.
Yes.
Simple girl. McAllister's Club. Get extra honey mustard to dip on the side with some regular kettle cook sea salt chips. And
Sweet
then
tea.
sweet tea
Extra ice because
and
the
that
sweet tea be
chocolate
fresh.
chip
Yes, they do
cookie.
have a good chocolate chip
10 out of
cookie.
10. So
They
I feel
do.
like if you go to a sandwich place and you want to try a sandwich, and if you are someone who likes just, deli meat, get the club. And if they can't, I mean, do that club right, then I just don't trust the sandwich
Honestly,
place.
when you think about it, you got to be a really bad place to mess up a
I've
sandwich.
never had a
Like,
bad club.
you have to be a really not good place to mess up a sandwich. It's bread,
It's
meat,
bread,
and
meat,
fixins.
cheese,
Like,
condiments. It's really not that
it's
hard.
not that difficult at
But the
all.
bread matters. The amount of meat you put on there matters.
Yeah. And I don't like a lot of mayonnaise. She likes a lot of mayonnaise. I don't.
I'm a Hellman's girl. Love Hellman's
So
mayonnaise.
I don't like a lot of mayonnaise on mine, but yeah, sandwich, that's good. That's good.
Sandwich, you can't miss. If you mess up that club, you might not want to be
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
Give us another.
Okay, let's do one
Let's
more.
do one
Let's
more.
do one more. Let's see. Um this would be good. Okay. If you could save one material thing from a fire, what would you save? One material thing from a fire, what would you save? Man, there's so many. I think the number one thing that I would literally have to save, just because I have so much put into it and like so much, I don't know. Hold on. Okay. I would love to save my Bible just because I have so much notes and so much good stuff highlighted in it that, like, you
Starting
know,
over is hard.
it is. But I would also want to save, like, if, which I always wear my wedding ring, but if, like, I say I wasn't wearing it or something and it was in the fire, I'd probably want to save that. So, materialistic, number one, my Bible. Number two, my wedding ring.
I'm really not good at this because I was thinking my Bible too at first, but then I was like, so you got me that huge, big new study Bible, which I love,
Yeah.
but then I also utilize my smaller, regular
Well, that's what
Bible.
I was talking about, my smaller one.
But
Because,
even then, it's still, you still have to start over re-highlighting because there's a lot of stuff now that I've highlighted in my smaller Bible that I don't see highlighted when I'm in my big Bible or vice versa. And I'm
well,
like,
that's
where are these?
true.
You know,
But I use my smaller Bible more. Like, I
yeah,
don't take my huge study Bible to church
I
because it's
don't,
just heavy.
I don't know, y'all.
That's just, I mean, that's
I
a good
don't
question to
know.
think
I
about.
mean, I
Like,
guess if you could say one material thing that you couldn't we say that we don't already have on our person, because I just got a Kindle
yeah,
Paperwhite and I always have my phone on me. I'm wanting to start carrying my Kindle Paperwhite with me everywhere because there's always an opportunity to read. When you think about it, you go places and there's a wait. You have to wait for it to do stuff, but
yeah,
hello, you can always have time to read or whatnot. And so I don't know. I guess it would be my Kindle Paperwhite just because that's not something that I would already have on my person. Like I would already have my phone. I would already have my wallet with me.
mm-hmm.
Um, my dog isn't a material. He's a little animal. So
That's true. That's
I
true.
would grab him obviously, but I mean, I'm always usually wearing my watch and most of my daily jewelry that I wear. So I guess I would just grab my Kindle Paperwhite.
Okay, well, yeah, that's a good answer. I mean, that's a good question to think about too. Like,
Yeah.
one material thing if you had to save it from the fire. So, all right, y'all. Well, that's going to be it for this little introductory podcast. I mean, we're going to be putting out some more stuff here in the coming months. So please keep a lookout. If y'all have anything that y'all want us to talk about, any questions, any comments, anything, please let us know. Thank y'all for joining us on this journey. We're really excited.
I am
Excited
excited.
to actually get this thing going because it's been a long time coming in the process. And if we have any technical difficulties, if anything doesn't sound right, please be patient with us. We are new at this. We're working with this. My husband has been helping us with this as well. So we're going to get it to a T. And yeah, we're just really excited about this. So thank y'all so much for tuning into this first podcast episode where you get to know us. And we
Yes.
hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.